Is caught. Okay. Hello, everyone. Hi. It's Monday again. Welcome to Divine & Conqueror's Hoard of the Dragon Queen, a 5th edition module that I am playing out of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign for all of these lovely people here. I am Vic. I will be your DM. And do we have any special announcements today before we start rolling into all our usual stuff?
Please be kind to one another.
Correct. Yes. Yes, please be kind to one another. It's really crazy times right now. And just, be nice. It's all we can ask for. Okay, announcements. I think the top one being, Lynn, you and I just did a thing today. That's
we do a lot of things.
Now, we do a lot of things. We did a thing that's now in our merch store. Do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, go for it. Talk about it, bro.
Okay, fine. I'll talk about it. All right. So, a lot of things actually happened in our merch store today. So, if you scroll down below on our Twitch, there's a link to our merch store on TeePublic, and we have uploaded a variety of pride flags with the Alistair logo. So. You can get those on celebration of Pride Month. We also have a new t-shirt that I dropped last minute because I'm that person. And you can get your own Sea Devil flag now on your body, or a sticker or magnet, mug, whichever you desire. So we've got new merch in our store right now. Go check it out. I totally did not spend all day doing that. I spent all day doing that. Please go look at the art and give validation, please. Thanks.
Please send your validation too.
Please. P.O. Box. P.O. Box 666.
Very perfect. Sea Devil.
Yes. Yep. All right. And so I guess that moves on to our bros at Talon and Claw. We want to.
We got it.
We have physical things to show.
We have physical things.
We have physical things. So yeah, so our Yep, I've got one.
Yes.
Yeah, so our good bros at Talon and Claw, their dice went live on their Etsy, so you can go get these beautiful chunky wooden dice. They are gorgeous and they roll really nice and they smell amazing.
And mine rolls really high.
And Tabatha has not rolled below a 17 today since she got it. So that's terrifying for me.
Gonna curse.
Please
It probably was.
Please save those rolls for Friday. Please.
I
beg with you.
Look at that.
It's definitely coming.
Yeah, those are some good dice. Those dice look so ginormous when you hold them, Lynn.
Wait, hold on. Look at this.
Wait, is that the extra large ones?
A standard
yeah,
and then you can see. Yeah.
Why is Lynn's look bigger?
You know why.
Well, because my tiny hands, my tiny goblin hands.
Dang it, Greyson, why is yours bigger?
That Lynn uses for all the wonderful detail work in her art.
Dang it, Greyson, yours is bigger.
I compensate. I compensate with my huge lines for my tiny hands.
Yeah, so go check out their Etsy shop. They have their wooden dice now in stock, so you can go order them there. They also carry their single dice vaults, Council of 7. They have the dual hex ones that hold two dice sets and a mini. They have DM screens. They have dice trays. They have all this wonderful stuff, and they keep coming out with more and more cool stuff that we keep throwing our money at, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And they're also still running their Kickstarter, I believe. Yes.
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, go back them on Kickstarter for their whiskey barrel dice vaults. And if you're gonna buy something on their Etsy, you should use the code Divine Conqueror at checkout. You get 10% off on your order when you do that. So go check out the link to their Etsy down below on our Twitch. And yeah, what other announcements do we have? I don't think there's anything important after this, Lynn.
No.
No.
We can move on. Me and my tiny hands will move on.
Okay. All right. I'll just talk about this other webcomic that's coming up in August. It's called Alistair. It's about a righteous paladin bro that is questing to save the world with his barbarian bro Wes. And the link to our Patreon for that is down below. You can subscribe for as little as $1 a month to get content earlier than everyone else, because that makes you special. And you also get access to our Discord, where we post a lot of fun stuff. Like, we have roleplay channels for all of our patrons. We have draw pile sessions that people participate in. We had one over the weekend, actually. And we also have, we now recently have a channel where we post delicious food items, so. And they look beautiful. So yeah, think about subscribing to the Alistair Patreon and come hang out with us. And that's it, unless anybody else has something, other special announcements or whatnot. Silence.
It's
Silence.
today's a bad day, so silence might be what we need.
Okay, all right. Okay, so whenever you're ready, we can go ahead and let's do our intros, and then we can roll that intro. So, hi, I'm Vic. I will be your DM for the day. And I'm looking at the Twitter, and that's you. You're next.
Yes, the person right next to
Yes.
you.
Yeah, the person that's right next to me.
Hey guys, I'm Tabatha. I will be playing Janva Vohntree, the Drow Cleric.
Right, and then next we have a Jesus.
Hey guys, I am Jesus. I will be playing Roxy Fox. He is a Tortle Druid who is angry all the time,
All the time.
forever and ever and ever.
Alright, and then we have a Burbo.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm playing Birdurai the Samurai, the roller of net 20s. Paul.
We also have hey, we have a fish girl with us.
Yeah, hi, I'm Stephanie. I play Ophelia Tormenta, the Trident Tempest Cleric who does funny and quirky things that might or might not get in trouble.
Fair enough.
You won't get in trouble if you don't get caught.
Nope.
Hi, I'm Josh. I'm playing Yuliy, the
Shit.
Trident Bloodhunter. And I don't remember my last name because I sent it to Vic.
I don't remember your last name either, dude. I'll have to look that up. It's okay. It's fine. Like, I get it. Wednesday's an exciting time for you. All right, and of course, Zesty for last.
Zesty for last. Hi, I'm Lynn, and I play Greyson Tataric, the human noble wizard. And he'd shake your hand, but he has a glass of wine that needs tending to.
Oh my goodness.
I told you I was going to use that line, Vic.
I know you were going to use that line. I felt it in my heart of hearts. Where my heart would be. All right, let's go ahead and roll that intro.
All right. Mike.
Could not find that last name. I'll have to find it in one of my other many platforms. But I tried to look for it, Yuliy. I don't think you exist in the system. I'm sorry.
Yuliy does not exist.
Yuliy does not exist
at all.
Oh
I
no!
don't even believe here.
Not even getting paid.
Oh god. Oh no, he's not getting paid. All right, let me get set up.
I don't think he's gone paid yet.
That's probably true.
Y'all haven't been in a town for probably about a good week now, I believe. Y'all haven't seen Civilization that long.
I know, it's been
Right,
great.
Fox is having the best time. All right, let me go ahead and find that Where is it? Found it. Okay, I couldn't find my recap music, so I was like panicking for a hot second. Like, there it is. All right, so as I flip to the correct page, yes. All right, so our story thus far. Following the trail of a Banderhob that had kidnapped Greyson's son, the Sea Devils found Castle Neritar in the midst of the mire of dead men. And with forming an allegiance with the lizard folk, you pledged to help free them from the oppressive reign of the Bullywugs and their leader, who was known as Farblex Svattergu. And so it was with the lizard folk at your side that you devised a plan to enter the castle with Janva acting as with allegiance with the cultists to turn you all in. And it was there you met with the current caretaker of the Castle Drowmore Borngray, a high elf and an asshole. You were taken up into his study, where you stumbled into a very important meeting with some very important people. One of those being held by a very much alive Resmir, who is the Black Worm Speaker and one of the 5 heads of the cult. Next to her was a Red Wizard who was named Asbara Joss, and also Greyson's twin sister, Gala Tataric, was also present. And it was upon their departure that Borngray decided to use Greyson's son Xavier as a means for of a bargaining chip in a way, to taunt the party, and well, all that got him was killed by a very enraged, very large, and very red Aarakocra.
Thought you were gonna say something else.
Yeah, I was wondering where that was going.
And so it was then all hell had broken loose. Gala, under the direction of her mistress, used Xavier as a puppet to attack the party and defend herself. And when the last enemy cultist fell, she ultimately surrendered and relinquished quite a bit of information to you all. That she had been instructed by her mother, Rhoda, to pursue this path, that she was essentially given up as a child to the cult. And when she was given up as a child to the cult, she was given up by the cult to a former by the name of Zariel, who is working to help free Tiamat from her prison in Avernus. And with your chances, you decided to hide away within the confines of Borngray's living quarters to rest, to heal, and to ruminate on the events and information that you have gathered, and to chart what your next course of action would be, which is to a teleportation circle hidden beneath the swamp in the castle's dungeons.
Yay, dungeons.
Dungeons!
And dragons.
Dungeons and Dragons.
We're doing it! There's a dungeon, guys!
Yay, we're doing it.
Doing it! Alright. Let me head and throw this.
You know that part in the movie where like the actors say the name of the title? That's how it feels when you're in a dungeon.
He did it!
Did it! He said it!
He said the thing! Roll.
Applause.
Yuliy, do the thing.
Alright, so currently, excuse me. My heart was trying to kill me for a moment.
I've been there.
It's what I deserve. It's okay.
Goddamn acid reflux.
It's fucking acid reflux, let me tell you. Not only do you have to balance all, it's the hard part about being a dungeon master. Not only do you have to balance all of your notes, your dice, your books, you also have to balance acid reflux on top of that. So, you currently have decided to take refuge within Drowmore Borngray's private living quarters.
Cool.
Gala was the one who had led you there. She took you down to the second level of the castle, to a room at the far end of the hall, and it's a very finely addressed room, much better than anywhere else in the castle that you've seen so far. The stone floor is completely covered in plush carpet. There is a large, ornate, king-size bed against the wall in the center. There is a vanity with a very, like an arched mirror in front, with a lot of like vials and oils and perfumes meticulously laid out on top of the dresser. You have a curtain that, when you sweep it aside, leads into an equally as big room, but in the sense a dressing room with a ceiling to floor mirror, more carpet, and just lines and lines of clothing and boots and accessories and boots. Unfortunately, none of them are thigh highs.
No! This guy's no taste.
Burn it.
It's all below the knee.
Right. There is essentially a chest at the foot of the bed, a wardrobe next to the bed, with an end table, some lanterns, and it was on the bed where Fox, you had placed Xavier to rest him, as he has been looking very worse for wear, having been bruised, battered, one of his eyes swollen shut from a black eye, and at the moment he is eyes closed and unresponsive, but he is breathing.
Okay.
Gala kind of takes her chance to lock the door behind you and just sits cross-legged on the floor, a little bit a ways from all of you, as the lizard folk that had accompanied you also followed with you, and they're all standing kind of awkwardly in this room, kind of looking around. You see a couple of them. Yep.
Yeah, we get the Amber Alert.
I got one of those too. As they're kind of like looking around, they sniff at the air. It's a very floral smell throughout this room, and one of them kind of like pressing their claws against the carpet and testing this very foreign texture to them. As they kind of stand guard. Ro also standing guard, keeping his attention on the door with his bow at the ready. So, you all have a moment to rest.
In our short rest, can I roll medicine to check on the child?
Sure.
The 22-year-old child.
Cool, 9.
All right, Janva.
Janva is going to ask everybody, I mean, again, aside from Xavier obviously needing it, who needs healing? Anybody.
Does anybody need healing, is what Janva asks.
No.
Nope.
No, not really.
I was too busy blowing.
Actually didn't really get hurt that much.
Yeah, same.
Fox, for your 9,
Okay.
he's breathing. He's He's breathing. He looks like how your captain. I mean, your captain has looked better, for sure. I mean, especially after getting into a fist fight at whatever tavern that you decided to port at. Usually, he's the one that ends up looking better than most people, but you've seen him get into some tough scraps. You know he's capable of handling himself, and he just needs to sleep off all that rum, and he'll be just fine.
Okay, I'm gonna put my shell against the wall and then just sit there and be quiet for a second. I need a short rest.
Okay. So
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah, me too.
so everybody's taking a short rest.
Yeah.
In the time of the short rest, I'll say, is there anything specific that you want to do, or anything that doesn't require too much exertion or whatnot?
I want to talk to Ro.
Okay. All right. Ro is currently standing sentry at the door. He's kind of
Yeah.
looking
I'm gonna-
suspiciously at Gala and then keeping his eyes mostly on the door.
Like, I'm actually gonna call him to come because I'm very hurt, so I need to rest.
You need to sit. Okay.
I need to sit down.
As
I'm
you
gonna-
call to him, you see his ear fins just kind of twitch a bit, and he looks over, and he dutifully walks up to you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like go over it, and then I'm gonna look at him. I'm sitting down, so he's taller than me at the moment. Even though he might get taller than me when he gets adult.
Be capped already for a kobold.
Oh, okay.
He's already pretty tall for a kobold.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna look at him. Look at his bow. I was like, "How you liking the bow, Ro?"
It has served me good, Paul. It's allowed me many kills.
You've seen me fight. You've seen the previous fight, correct? You
I
watched.
did, Paul. You were magnificent, Paul.
Have you been training, and you've been practicing with the sword as well, Paul?
I want to train to be just as deadly as you, Paul.
And then I'm actually gonna grab my sword, like the original sword that I have, the Tetsu no Tori. Show
Okay.
it to him. Do you want to learn the ways of the sword, Paul? Just looking at it like this.
As you hold out your sword, and it's a very pretty sword. So his little kobold eyes just kind of dilate slightly bigger, like a cat that sees something that they really want.
That's so cute.
As his little tail
Ooh,
starts
tiny.
to
It's got,
push back and forth. Yeah,
it's
No.
wagging.
of course.
The little baby. I'm gonna
Can't seem to contain his excitement.
like, and I'm gonna move it forward towards him. It's like, do you promise to honor the fighting style of the samurai? The what I teach you.
Sword, his hands kind of hesitate a bit before he reaches out to hold on to it as you're holding on to it. And looking up at you, I do not know what a samurai is. That is not a word that I have known.
I'm going like this.
You teach me.
Cling, cling.
You have been very kind to me. You have taught me and treated me better than most would have because of what I am.
I'm
I
gonna
am
look at this.
forever
Oh.
yours.
Yeah, go. I'm gonna look the sword and then move it closer to his chest, and then let go, but kind of do this to him, like to his
Like,
closer to
Keep your hand on his chest.
like
Okay.
that. And then I was like, my father, or should I say, my adopted father, taught me everything that I know. But I will pass on his teaching to you.
Tilts his head to the side as he listens to your words. What does it mean to be adopted?
I don't have an answer for that. Hold on.
You said father, but you said adopted father.
Oh,
I do not understand.
my father is not like me, po. He's not an Aarakocra like me. My whole family died, and my father, Tratun, is a dragonborn that found me and took care of me. Po. Him and I built this sword that you are holding right now, and his father and him built this sword that's passed on to me right now. Po. And now I'm passing the sword that I made to you. Po.
Nods and understanding.
And
Kobolds do not have much concept of what parentage is. We don't remember who hatched us, but we do remember the ones that stay with us and teach us many things. To us, that is what family is.
I'm gonna look towards him, most like, and most of the people here know me as Aerion Birdurai. My full name is Aerion Birdurai Thrathab, as the last name of my father. With this sword, I dub thee Ro Thrathab. Po.
The sword to his chest, and you see him try to stand as tall as he can for his kobold height. I accept this, but I will remain by your side as long as you wish. For to me, you are family.
I'm gonna stand up slowly
Carefully.
after the fight. Just
Oh no.
one of my wing just kind of go over him, just kind of like
As the Birdurai's wing just kind of envelope the little kobold.
and kind of like do a little bow to him. But for now, you're not really that well with the sword. Once we finally escape this, is when you should really try the sword. Right now, stick with the bow until we leave the castle. I will train you some more with the sword.
It will be the greatest kobold sword, samurai, because you will be the me. Oh.
Pause. I'm gonna do a little bow again and sit back down. And
Okay.
I'm tired.
Okay. He will. I will stand guard until everyone is ready.
Keep your bow close. Keep your sword close. Be vigilant.
And he will take the sword, and since it's a little bit long for him, he will fasten it like around his chest so it sits on his back. Since if he put it around his waist, it would just kind of drag on the floor.
Yeah.
So we just
So
kind of shoulder it for now.
So it's kind of like a long sword to him, even though
It's kind of like a long sword, so it'd be like a two-handed for him.
yeah. That's
And
it
thus
for
the
me.
legend of Ro begins.
And that's the legend.
Oh, that's cute.
And so he will go and he will take watch again by the door. Kind of looking to Gala, just a little skeptically, but keeping, but just generally keeping watch for everyone. Anything else that anybody wants to do? In this
I'm gonna have Greyson sit next to Xavier, and he's going to be reading through his spell books to start remembering some of his old spells.
As you are reading, a few of them start to come back to you. Kind of like reading over the runes and where it would have been like a few, like maybe like one piece of it missing. Bone. like just like one, like maybe the glyph was off by like an angle, and then it makes sense to you, and you've regained a couple of your spells.
I imagine him, he just has his book open and he's just looking over and he's like, "Ha, I remember that one."
Oh, fond memories.
Oh, it's all coming back to me. I'll do that later.
Yuliy, anything in particular? As you kind of sit to recuperate with the party. Yuliy? Am I being heard?
No, yeah, we. I don't know if you heard
You cut off first.
Anything in particular you want to do during the short rest?
No, I sharpen my weapon. I sit in the corner quietly, sharpening my weapon.
As the stoic warriors of the party kind of all sit against the wall in the same corner, it seems. Yuliy pulling out the whetstone to kind of keep the blade sharp on his halberd. As you hear Yuliy, the same voice in the back of your head. Something still smells wrong about this place.
Janva's just gonna stand watch and I guess investigate the room if you can.
Alright, roll me an investigation then.
I'm gonna ask Liliana, I'm like, you're like, no way.
Sorry, one more time? I couldn't quite hear that.
I'm gonna ask Liliana and be like, this stench, you were talking about, there's no way to pinpoint it? No?
To venture out, but I would say it was stronger coming from below. You got a 16?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Janva.
What did I find?
While you are kind of meandering around the room, as you do so, Gala would be watching you as you walk around, and she'll kind of get up to, I guess, shadow you in a way.
Janva's just gonna kind of like look over at her like, can I help you?
I'm sorry, is this not allowed? Can I can go sit back over there.
No, it's fine. Whatever you want to do.
I don't feel like I like sitting still for long.
No, I understand. That's why I'm walking around.
Okay. As you're walking and talking with her, you step on the a part of the carpet nearest the bed, and you feel this stone shift under your heel.
Okie doke.
And noticing this, kind of kicking back the carpet, like peeling it back, you will see a loose stone on the floor that doesn't fit as evenly as the others.
Mm-hmm.
And with the help with Gala, both of you lifting the stone together, it's not as heavy as you'd expect it to be for a stone that'd be laid in the floor. It's actually it's a lot shallower, actually. As you pull it up, it's practically just superficial. And in a small hidden pocket, you find a metal strongbox that's locked with a pad. As you look it over, Gala kind of inspecting the lock. I wouldn't suppose one of the keys on Borngray's ring would do something with this.
Sure. Who is it that has the keys?
I believe
Gala does. I thought.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Gala has it. All right.
First things first, because I like to be safe and sorry. Detect magic.
Detect magic. All right. Aside from the usual party lighting up with magic,
Yep.
you don't detect anything in this area.
Okay. So she will look to Gala and try to find the key to.
All right.
Say,
As it would take you like a minute or so, just like going
all
key.
these fucking keys.
All these fucking. Roll me a d10, just for fun.
Freaking hell.
So out of 7 keys, you manage to find the one that fits the lock. And springing it open, you find several leather sacks filled with gold, silver, and precious gemstones.
Kiddo.
And after a minute of appraising and counting it, and if you, for the gold and the silver, it would be about 200 gold and then 200 silver.
Okay.
And for the gemstones, I would say between either Ophelia or Greyson having to look them over.
Mhm.
They would each be... There's 10 stones in total of very expert cut, very precious gemstones. There's 10 of them each, and they are 100 gold each.
Okay.
DM, I keep forgetting. Can I look around for any empty bottles?
Oh, sure. So looking at
All the shampoo and shit. That
Well,
you
yeah,
use.
looking at the vanity, there aren't any empty bottles at the moment, but there are tons of perfume bottles, oils, shampoos. There's like a whole collection of bottles just sitting on a vanity.
I'm going to grab as bunch as I can.
Okay.
You're going to see Fox go into a corner and like spilling all the contents out, and then create water, a cantrip, to clean them out. And I'm just like, all right, good. And I'm going to sit down and I'm going to pull out my herbalism kit. And I'm going to start making some potions. Because that's what you do with that bitch.
Yep. So, as everybody's resting and recuperating, Janva and Gala counting out the coin, you start to get this really strong, heavy odor of every single perfume being dumped onto the floor at once.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's disgusting.
It smells like the perfume department at Macy's.
Oh God.
Yeah, like
Crazy face.
it's so heavy. It's so heavy. It starts to kind of give you a headache.
Yeah, you just see, okay. I don't know how much longer we can rest with this shit.
And after coming towards the end of your short rest, Fox, I'll say you'll be doing that within that time. Xavier starts to stir on the bed.
My elf ears do this.
Your elf ears do that. As he,
The baby is awake.
the baby is awake.
The baby is
22-year-old baby.
awake.
As he sits up, tries to sit up, kind of looking a little bit strained as he does so, but just kind of looking around the room. It's like, what happened? Where am I?
You're safe. Your dad's here.
And looking to you, Greyson, you see there's this flood of relief in his face, and just like, oh, thank God.
Didn't really think I was not gonna come looking for you.
Well, no, I mean, I figured you would, but I'm glad you're back. You know,
I was never gone, truly. But I get what you mean.
was afraid you were, but
No. Me? Never.
I told you I was gonna be back when I bought that cigarettes.
God.
Good. Sorry, I'm a little out of it. Right. I guess where to now?
We'll sit here for a little bit and have you, recuperate.
I'll be fine.
Stop it! You sound like your dad. You're gonna sit here, and you're gonna rest.
No, Greyson has spoken. I'm scared, Paul.
Okay.
Cast command. No.
Oh God.
Wow.
Great. Okay.
So you need potion.
I.
I have a few. Paul.
You don't have to waste them on me.
It's not a waste. If
I
it's
can't-
on you, Paul.
Stand there and just give a look, and she'll cap to cure wounds on
The
him.
second you give him a look, you see his head just immediately go down.
I'm gonna rise my brow a little bit as you see all these herbs and powders over the floor. Oh, damn, I already took out the 25 gold that I need. It takes a day, but I already took it out, and whenever you tell me it's done, it's done. Unless you want to roll it any other way. But as Fox is sitting cross-legged with powders and different things all over the place, and this kind of like voodoo alchemic like catastrophe in the corner. If he says he doesn't need it, he doesn't need it. If you keep devaluating his opinion, then why is he here?
I know what he needs.
Ramp.
Grayson hands him the Tataric sealed flask.
There will be a chuckle after that one.
You see,
What did you say?
he'll down the flask.
Okay, great.
And just hand it back. Just thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Ish.
I'll take you up on that healing, Miss Janva.
Okie doke. $11.
11. Hey, that's
11
something.
HP.
Okay.
Excuse me.
No. He's looking a little perkier. The swelling on his black eye, the one part that looks really bad on him, starts to go down just a little bit.
Okay.
But he's looking a little bit perkier, I'll say. As
Except
takes the littlest band-aid,
Yeah, you
puts it on the little baby's face, on this 22-year-old baby's face. As Gala kind of resumes her seat on the floor, just looking at all of you. So what is the general plan here?
Oh.
Borngraze has been slain, no doubt. Actually, I will say during your short rest, I will have all of you roll me a perception.
Okay.
Yeah, Borngraze has been slain, so there's a chance that. Okay, Janva.
That's a 21.
That's a 21. All right.
That's a 20.
You will hear
15.
15. Okay. Fox,
I
is that?
have a 10.
was
I
your
got a
thought?
natural 1, so 8.
Oh goodness. Where I got a 10, 12. What about Yuliy?
15.
15. Okay. For the most part, Fox, with your age, your ears are getting a little bit crusty, so sometimes it's kind of hard to hear.
Ew.
Both Grayson and Xavier make the same ewy face. Oh, gross. For the most part, you will hear the sounds of footsteps running up and down the corridors. You'll hear people shouting in alarm, considering that you all left a very big mess in your wake.
Oh, that's an issue.
As Gala will kind of indicate to the door, with Horngrey being slain, I think you might have stirred the hornet's nest. So what is the general plan of action? The teleportation circle is beneath the castle, so...
You think we can get to it from here?
Well, I would say... the easiest way to go down might be to go up.
Usually when I fly up, I go up.
Well, yes. Many ways to get to the circle underneath the castle, but I know one where we might not be as disturbed.
Does it have to do with the room that we just came from?
No, it does not. I'd rather not go back to that room for some of our sakes, as she looks over to Xavier.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's kind of a moment of guilt that kind of flashes across her face. So, as long as we wait for the coast to be clear, then I can take you to the passage that not a lot of people know about.
Okay, well, we can do that.
All right.
Does anybody got an objection to that? Janva's kind of,
Fifi looks like she wants to say something.
I feel like this whole time I'm watching like Xavier and everything going on, and I'm playing like charades with a lizard folk trying to understand one or two words. Since I don't speak Draconic.
Yeah. An intelligence. He's gonna pick up the Rosetta Stone Draconic
19.
Edition. 19, okay. So you have noticed, kind of playing your botched version of charades, you saying a word and picking up an object like that you have on your person. So, because I'm going to assume there's random items in your bag, you rifling through, pulling out a fork, and you say, fork. And they point at it, and then they say something else entirely. And so you figure, that has to be the word for fork. Okay. So you're not exactly on your way to understanding Draconic, but you have a way of communication with the lizard folk.
It's a start.
Great.
It's a start. Some scholars of linguistics would certainly rack their brains over your methods, but it certainly seems to be working for you.
If for some reason they didn't understand the word fork, I would have said thingamabob.
Of course.
Because you've got like 20.
Oh my god. I knew it was coming.
So you're just pulling out like an entire case full of forks. And this is the salad fork. This is the entree fork. This is the dessert fork.
This is a pitchfork.
Fondue one. This one we only use on Sundays. No, noble problems. So, as if everybody is showing that they're ready to move on, Gala will get up and move to the door.
I do want to do something.
All right, Greyson, what do you want to do?
He's going to cast Detect Thoughts, specifically at Gala, because he's a little suspicious.
That's fair.
Greyson, did you do your arcane recovery? That might be important.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, cool.
He didn't use a lot of spells last time.
Yeah.
So just for the general atmosphere of this, What's everyone's base thoughts right now? Well, Grayson cast Detect Thoughts.
Forks.
Fucking Resmere.
I'm just meditating on the sword.
All you'll hear is crickets. It's the cricket note.
You just hear
Nothing.
actual crickets coming from Yuliy's head.
I don't think Fox is really thinking, more is just visualizing a ship on the ocean.
Xavier's general thought being, God, I really want to go home.
Oh, baby.
No. Too bad. We need you for the heartstrings. We need more views.
No!
Oh. So. Gala's. Let me think. See Gala thinking about. Generally, not so much as actual worded thoughts, but her mind is currently on the path that she's planning out. That being taking you back to the staircase, up a flight of stairs, down a couple of corridors, and to a room at the end. The room at the end being one that seems to cause her a little bit of stress. Her main thought being, I really hope no one is home.
Grayson's gonna press further into that.
Okay. So
she needs to make, I think it's a wisdom save.
Alright. I should have her actual
So
stats
she's
up.
hanging out with us.
Since she's hanging out with y'all, I think I need to have her stats up. Maybe might need those.
Who knows?
Who fucking knows? Gal, where are you? There you are. Right.
It's an intelligence check.
Oh, an intelligence check. Just a check?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry. It's a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into the reasoning, emotional state, something that looms large in its mind. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Either way, the target knows that you're probing into its mind, and unless you shift your attention to another creature's thoughts, the creature can use its action on its turn to make an intelligence check contested by your intelligence check. If it succeeds, the spell ends. Whew. It's a wisdom save, but she can shake me with an intelligence check.
The bad one. That is a 10.
Cool. His spell save is 14. Yes,
Grayson.
but she knows regardless.
Okay.
Is what it said.
All right. So you're trying to probe into what exactly?
Kind of. He wants to know if there's anything in the back of her mind having to do with the cult or what her end goal is.
The moment she is currently thinking of how long she has to live at this point.
Neat.
And she will look to you, not really offended, but just kind of look to you. Did you have a question, brother?
No.
Nah, bitch.
No.
I would at least hope we'd learn to be on more familiar terms. So if you ever need to ask me of anything, then feel free.
You took control of my son and tried to have him fight against us. Pardon if I'm a little skeptical.
To do out of survival. It wasn't something I was willing to do, but it was done. And I'm sorry.
Sorry is not going to untraumatize my son.
Yeah, bitch.
Xavier kind of
Birdurai in the back. Yeah, bitch.
bitch. Xavier kind of moving to stand from the bed and just, Dad, it's okay. I get it. She did what she had to do. She was the only reason I'm alive right now.
Fine. But still, that doesn't make us, I don't know, friends or anything.
At least as Gala kind of tucks a bit of hair behind her ear, I hope we can maybe work our way up there. I've never had a brother before.
We'll see what happens.
With that too, I'm gonna look at her intently with the very sharp eyes.
She will look at you very neutrally.
I'm gonna tell her, you remember what happened up there, Bo, with all the cultists and the bitch.
She will look to you very calmly. I guarantee that I understand the threat that you're making to me, and I guarantee you that what I witnessed up there is not pales into comparison to some things that I've seen.
You just see Janva in the background, like
just one wrong
just
move,
like nodding.
She will look. Yes.
Was Gala there that day?
That day from when Greyson lost his memory?
Yes. Was she there?
I remember saying she was, so yes.
Greyson's just gonna look at her and just be like, what was the point of all of that?
What? You need to be specific with me.
You were there when you
Been
ruined my life.
Is it so much is ruined since you now have it back?
Well, I would have not all the way back. You've effectively, you've essentially kidnapped my eldest son. You've scared my other kids, and the person I hold dear to me most has no idea who I am. So no, it's not.
I do hope you get it all back. Just know that everything I did, I was only doing as I was told, whether by mother's instruction or my mistress's. And because I'm defiled, I fear I may not be around much longer.
So that's what you're going to do. You're just going to blame it on other people.
That's the only excuse that I have. All my life, I have essentially been led around being told what to do, and I did it. And of course, me saying that I did it because other people told me to doesn't mean that I'm faultless. I know what I did. I was there when our father died. I was there when your life was ruined.
Yeah.
I was there for many other things.
Then make up for it now. You have your brother and your nephew here.
She roll me anyone who's talking to her, roll me an insight. Janva, if you're listening, then you can roll an insight as well.
Ooh.
I have an 11.
13.
13.
19.
Birdurai, what'd you get?
11.
11? Okay. Birdurai, you just see her getting very temperamental. Greyson, you see that as well. Being that's the Tataric trait for sure. Like, yeah, short tempers, that's what we're known for. Janva, you see, I mean, she's obviously getting very short with everyone, but you see something a little more, whether it be from your own experience in the cult.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if she's internally grappling with something. Possibly something that you once grappled with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
As she just kind of seems to kind of shut down a bit. Just, I'm doing what I can. I am showing you where the circle is. And whatever you decide to do afterwards, that's your decision to make. If you want to kill me right now, then kill me right now. I don't care. I don't have much to live for anyway. I don't have many options outside of this place.
Janva in the back. One, that's horseshit.
Pray tell, how is it horseshit?
I grew up in the cult.
As did I.
I paved my way forward and I got out of it. I'm pretty certain you can do the same.
Forgive me for being a bit presumptuous. I wasn't there for your entire journey, but from the looks of it, it seems you've had support from day one. I don't seem to be getting any kind of that luxury. But I'm glad that you've managed to find your way.
Well, then consider me the first person who will actually give you support.
She kind of seems unsure of what to do with that.
You can come with us if you want. Help protect your nephew and your brother, and be a family.
I love how everyone's just assuming I'm cool with this.
Or you can just die. As I kind of look at Greyson too, it's like, what's your take on this, Greyson? That is your.
What do you want to do?
If I don't have an answer for that, it's not a question I'm asked often enough, or at all.
You can come with us if you want. I don't know, maybe we can catch up. Maybe we can, be a family and make my mother suffer even more. Which absolutely delights me, by the way.
Yes.
There, you guys can come together on the fact that your mother's a piece of shit.
Seems a little uncomfortable when you say that, but she doesn't oppose it.
Say it.
Excuse me, let me rephrase that your mother was not the best.
Say she's a piece of shit, Gala. It feels great.
I don't know if that's...
Janva just being like...
Do it.
Oh! Hold up.
Oh god!
I had an epiphany.
I'm sorry. Because
Yes,
Janva's
yes,
just being
Janva.
like, look at it this way. Being in the cult, growing up in your entire life, you were on one path. Now you get a chance to go off the path. What would be like the first thing that you would want to do? Something that was like, you always told what to do at this exact time. What would be what is one thing that you've always wanted to do that your mother never allowed?
I would like...
I'm sorry. That's me, Tabby, but I'm just...
Well, no, this is Gala actually having to think.
Uh-huh.
I've always wanted my own garden.
That's a great idea.
I have a garden.
Always wanted to try to grow something. Flowers, herbs. Something of the sort. I don't know if I'd be any... But it always wanted to... But seeing as how I've never really had one place, it's... I don't exactly have a place to do that.
I'm gonna conjure up 10 good berries, give her 5.
Okay.
Janva
Then
just
eat one and give one to Xavier, and then the rest, whoever wants to grab one. Plant these first.
She will take the good berries. She'll pocket them. Thank you.
I don't think they last more than a day though, but Fox isn't gonna say that right now.
Okay. Xavier will eat one.
The papa counts.
Yeah.
Janva just pretty much giving her own story. It's like, look, more than just being raised in the cold. I was raised in the Underdark. The first thing that I wanted to do when I got above ground was when I saw grass, was like, this is what green looks like, I want to eat it.
Did you
And-
eat it?
That was a big mistake.
Oh my god. As you see, she genuinely has a little bit of a light laugh to that.
And
Grayson's
I-
going to...
Right?
That's adorable.
Don't eat the grass, man.
Just gonna look at everybody. What are you talking about? Grass is delicious.
Grayson's going to... He
Yes.
wasn't wearing this, but he's going to take it out of his bag. It's the amulet of protection
Oh,
that he was given from divination, so they can't be spied on. And he's going to offer it to Gala and say, if you want to get out now, you can do it.
As she kind of looks the amulet over, just so what does it do?
They can't see you. She can't.
You've had this on you this whole time, and you've never used it.
I don't care if they see me. Come
Okay,
at
'cause
me.
she's been scrying on you quite a lot.
I'm not surprised.
Janva, scry on this.
As Janva kind of holds 2 middle fingers up, like, scry on this, bitch! She'll kind of like take the amulet, kind of hold it to her chest, and there's a moment where you see her hands tremble slightly. Thank
If you don't want it, I'll wear it.
She'll kind of look at it, then look. I'm not sure if it's your color.
You bitch.
When you said that, I'm gonna like they are twins.
But they are related.
That's good.
And she'll take the amulet, put it on over her neck, kind of fasten it, and like pull her dark hair through. Right. See, there's a moment where she kind of like takes a breath to kind of not so discreetly wipe her eye. So shall we get going?
Are you coming with us?
I have to show you the way, don't I?
I meant afterwards.
We'll see. I'll take you through the portal because I'm the only one that knows the words.
Once we were outside, let me know.
Alright. So, as you all gather yourselves to get ready, she will go ahead and, after taking a pause to kind of listen, and when she's certain that there's no one coming, she will open the door and lead you all out. And I think we should take a break there.
Okay. All right, Kitty. Alrighty, let's go to break then.
Kitty. Oh,
Yay.
cat. Oh, there it went. Is that okay?
Yes.
Hi guys.
There's so many things that I disliked about everything we just said.
You were all for it until I brought that up.
that weren't there for this conversation.
Go watch our trivia murder party.
Go watch Trivia Murder Party and maybe just don't talk about didgeridoos.
Didgeridoo, don't talk about them.
On our
Didgeridoo
YouTube
don't.
channel, Divide and Conquer.
Didgeridoo do not talk about.
Didgeridoo, do not.
So, anyway, as you guys are out into the corridor, I will have everyone roll me a stealth.
Oh, good, my best stat.
Great, same. Legs, let's do this.
Noise.
I think Fox is slightly stealthier than Greyson, since I don't have a negative.
17.
What you get, Fifi?
19.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, look at us, stealthing.
She looked so excited. She's like, I did that.
Yeah,
was
I
good.
got a 19.
Did you get Jesus, did you get a 2?
Mm-hmm. 2 plus 0.
Yeah!
Child, hold please.
Awesome. We were both the same.
I imagine we're doing like the Scooby-Doo like
Yes.
creep.
I was gonna think.
Do you like the Pink Panther
I
thing?
feel like as they're doing it, they're doing the Mission Impossible theme.
No, how I see Fox.
Bam, 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 bam.
How I see Fox stealthing is just putting his head inside the shell.
That's like his shell is scraping against the walls.
So he might be a lot better than however Greyson did.
No, we both got 2 total.
Total.
Yeah.
Grayson, did you get a -1?
No, he got a 4. And then a -2.
Fair. Okay, so I will say, as you are all kind of quietly making your way down the hallway,
Quiet.
making your way down.
Quietly.
Anyway,
Grayson's just sighing loudly as he walks through the halls. Ah!
and then as you do that, Gala is going to take her hand and put it over your mouth, Grayson, and just put her hand to her lips. Fox, you would also kind of be bumbling through a little more noisily. Your things kind of jostling against your shell. And Xavier will kind of stop you, just like, maybe we should
Grayson,
be more quiet.
Grayson's going to use his new remembered teleportation thing and then just zoop, teleport a little further away from everyone.
So as you see Gala slap her hand over Grayson's mouth, and in a second, he's just gone in a flash of arcane light, and he's standing at the end of the hallway, waiting for you, probably with his hands on his hips, impatiently.
Yes,
Oh, that's bullshit.
absolutely.
As Janva says, that's bullshit. Steffi's like, oh, he remembered. He's gonna look to you, Janva. He's gonna be really annoying.
More annoying.
Janva just sitting there and just kind of squinting. Oh god, I hope that had no part in how
It was
just
not.
keeps going.
As you see him immediately, just kind of recoil, like it was not.
I can show you that if you like. I have a spell prepared.
Dad. Gala just
Oh no,
kind of.
now we're really not quiet.
Please. Be quiet.
Everyone's just yelling in the hall.
I was whispering, mind you.
Grayson was not.
Please.
Grayson, goddamn it.
Something up.
God damn it.
Look up the enemy you're about to face.
Oh, look, the dragon heard you.
You gotta understand, Grayson's with his twin now, so he has all of his memories back. He's just gonna be a sass on wheels.
Greyson, can you make save
A what?
Oh my god.
a wisdom save?
Oh, good.
I thought it was a deck save. That would be
Wisdom
more fun.
save. You got a 16.
Okay, good enough. So there's a moment where you kind of you see her Gala kind of retrieve a wand from her sleeve, and she points it at you, and there's a moment where your mind kind of fuzzes over, but then once you realize what's happening, you shake it off immediately.
Were you trying to cast a spell on me?
I was trying to turn you into something a little more convenient and quiet.
Rude, for one. And two, you need to do your studying a little bit better.
Jump would look over at Gala. It's like, you want me to knock him out? I could do that too.
Oh, do you have a spell for that? Or are you just going to use your fist?
Kidding.
If you're going to use your fist, I can assist.
Oh, damn. Yeah, it's like just. John would just do that.
As you all manage to somehow make your way up the up the flight of stairs again to the third level, Gala will lead you all down past a series of doors. And unless you stop to go into any particular one, she will continue to walk you to a door on the end of the hallway, where she will test the knob a moment, and shit, I knew this would happen.
As we've been walking,
Yes?
I will cast Detect Magic just to see if there's anything that pops
Okay.
in around those rooms that might seem interesting. Just because if there's anything magical, the cult might want it, and if the cult wants it, I want it.
Moment. King of magic you'll get is to the door right in front of you.
Okay, well that's good.
She goes to you see she kind of struggles with the door a bit, noting that it's locked, and she starts to kind of go through the ring of keys, testing each key to see if it works, and so far none of them seem to be working. I was afraid this would happen. Don't suppose any one of you know how to unlock a door.
Java just kind of standing there and then looks over at Xavier.
I mean, sure. Hold on, actually, let me double check. Let me double check his prepared spells.
And the magic is coming from behind the door, or like at the door?
Behind the door.
Okay.
Is there like a keyhole? What? You got out.
Yes.
What?
There is.
Can Greyson look through it?
Sure.
Okay. What does he see anything?
A perception.
Since Greyson is sticking his eye in a hole, as per usual, I will mutter.
Among other things.
Yeah. There's magic behind the here. Just
16.
be careful, I guess.
So, Greyson, you see a essentially an office space with very, very lavish dark wooden furniture. There is no carpet on the floor. You see an ornate desk sitting in the middle of the room, very meticulously organized. You see a series of bookshelves kind of stacked with like a variety of books. And you see and just a couple smaller end tables as well. One of them with a kind of like a onyx carving of a black dragon sitting on one of the end tables with its paw held out.
Is that it?
That's all you see. Yes.
Greyson is going to stand up and he's going to turn around and lean on the door and be like, would you all care if I do something stupid?
Let's step back then.
Be loud.
Xavier, I immensely care if you do something stupid.
I won't be loud. It will not damage the door. I'm just going to open it from the other side.
Oh, alright. If you get hit, then alright, good. At least the trap was triggered.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there might be a trap. I detect magic. Go again.
Well, I can get to the other side and look.
Yeah. Be safe.
Is anyone going to stop him from doing this?
No. No.
Kind of, by all means, if you're gonna pop on to the other side and, disarm the trap for us, then by all means.
Okay. Because of how Greyson's teleportation works, as long as he can see, he can teleport there. So he's just gonna pop right on to the other side of the door, like right up against it.
As you all see Greyson again just disappear in like a flat green arcane energy, Xavier just kind of sighs. Gallo looks to everyone, then to you, Janva. So you spent more time with him than I have. Is he always this obnoxious?
Yes.
Before it was obnoxious, when he regained his memories and got older.
Insufferable, that's the word you're looking for.
Thank you, yes, that's the word. Insufferable.
He's helping!
Yeah.
Then unlock the door.
I was like, yes, I was alone with him when that happened, Paul. That was not a good sight.
Xavier just kind of stands off to the side and just like.
Is that why you ran away?
No, that's not why I ran away. We were both insufferable and we kind of disagreed about a lot of things, so I left. Yeah. Please stop staring at me.
Janva just sighs and just pats his head.
He kind of leans a little into it.
I can hear you all. I'm just on the other side of the door.
Then unlock the goddamn door.
As Janva and Bella seem to both say that at the same time.
He's gonna look on the door and see if there's any type of lock or something. A trap.
What you see, you just see just the standard iron latch that comes with like an inside lock of a door. Other than that, you see no physical markings of anything pertaining to a trap. you see the same as you always have in the room. The only difference being, since it was a little farther off to the side, you see a passageway that leads into a separate chamber.
Is there anybody? There's no
This room
people
is
in this
empty.
room.
Yeah, there's no people in this room.
Does it look like it's been used recently? Like, is there any dust collected in the floor, or on the desk, or on the statue?
There seems to have been recently used, yes.
That's good. He's not gonna open the door. He's gonna go look at the paperwork on the desk.
Okay.
Janva just like, Greyson.
Yes?
There's nothing. Unlock the goddamn door.
In a minute. Patience is a virtue.
I'm gonna kick his ass.
Sitting around the ornate desk, you see one very lavish kind of plush velvet sitting chair behind it. On the other side are two just standard wooden chairs that look very uncomfortable to sit on. Kind of perusing the desk. There's not much. Peruse. That's West's
He would
essay.
peruse.
Thank you very much. Very
He
proud
would
of that word.
peruse.
He will peruse. So, kind of looking through, there's not much on the desk itself. The drawers themselves are locked. But kind of, roll me an investigation, actually. You're going to be looking a little bit more.
13. Oh,
Sorry,
no.
I just got sent a commission, and I'm like crying about it. Rosette
Is it what I think it is? Yes.
Rosette sent me the line work of some things I commissioned from her, and they are so adorable.
Oh,
I'll show
okay,
it.
cool.
Yeah.
I thought you got excited because you are going to be doing work. Sorry, I misinterpreted that.
No, I am paying someone to do
Yeah,
some really nice
cool.
art.
Good,
And it's gonna be
yeah.
Oh my god!
Support
it's so
your
proud.
local artists
Please.
Support your local artists.
and small businesses
Yes.
in these trying times.
Okay.
Also,
so
merch.
merch.
Hashtag merch.
Check out our Pride shirts, y'all.
Yes, they look so cool.
I'm going to maybe be making some Pride ones of the sea double flag when I get a chance.
Why aren't there any flags of straight people? Stupid conversation. Sorry, we had a conversation about this earlier.
I will get you a blank white shirt.
No, that's fucking dumb.
Yes.
Like, that's so idiotic.
Yes,
That
I
needs
know.
to be
it's-
represented.
Yes. So, Grayson, what did you get for investigation?
13.
13. Okay. So looking around, you mostly find books on kind of just books on about the history of Faerun. You find books on about research done on draconic kind and varying dragons. You find more research on the most of the bookmarks are like towards the end with the black dragons. You find not much of anything of informational value other than these are just textbooks and research. Not necessarily anything for light reading, but certainly reference books that have been used and have been bookmarked in various points. But other than that, that's the most you can find.
I see. This guy was a
other than
nerd.
I mean, other than that, the only other thing of interest within the room is the onyx statue of the black dragon, sitting kind of on its haunches with the paw extended out.
Black dragon. Okay. He's gonna sit in that chair and put his boots up on the desk.
Okay.
Jenna's just outside rubbing her temple like, oh god.
As
At a certain point, Fifi's gonna start knocking on the door.
as Fifi starts knocking and knocking and knocking and knocking on the door.
Okay. God. Okay. Grayson's gonna use Mage Hand, unlock the door from his desk.
So as Greyson sits with his boots up on the desk, a green mage hand kind of like flies over, unlocks the door, and opens it for all of you to enter the study with essentially with everything that I've described.
Grayson, make a deck save. I'm kidding.
Hey, you can. It's completely fine.
If you ever want to do things, just say.
No,
Yeah.
I know what is he he's still sitting in the chair?
Of course.
Is he doing that thing where it's like he's laying in the chair and it's like
His feet are on the desk, yes.
she's gonna go over and lift his legs and like start to like tip him back.
Okay. Grayson, make a deck save.
4.
John, but you do that, and it's in that moment you didn't intend to fully flip him back. You were just doing it to startle him, but it startled him well enough that he kind of reared back a little too much, and the chair just falls with him, and he tumbles out onto the floor.
You guess he fucked go.
Rude.
He's gonna look towards Janva. Agreed. Thumbs up.
You get the tiniest thumbs up, too.
So hey, that's a statue.
Okay. Do you want to investigate it?
Where is there any magic coming from within the room with my spell still?
The magic is pointing towards the statue.
I'm gonna look at that. That.
Okay.
There's magic in it. I think I can identify the school. Let me look at what my spell does, because apparently I forgot.
You can't identify the school. That is a thing.
Yeah, you can.
Take an action, and I'm gonna be like,
As he squints his one good eye. One moment.
I am half blind. You have you have advantage on attacks against me.
Alright, one moment while I look a thing up.
Okay.
So I need to find what school this is. It's old. No, that's not there. Okay, let me look it up here. Okay.
Necromancy. We all die.
Yeah.
You find a cursed doll in a chest.
That thing is still out in existence. You released it.
It's still out there somewhere, and we have no idea.
I'm going to say. This is usually with magic items. It's always enchantment or something.
Wait, it's a specific magic item?
Okay.
It's a mimic.
I'll say enchantment.
Nah. Well, it's enchanted.
His enchantment.
It's a flying
is what
rug.
I'll-
I'm gonna look at Java. Touch it to see if it does anything.
Me?
I don't know. You're the closest one.
You want me to poke it?
I'm not fast at all. So if it comes to
Yeah.
life or attacks us or
I have one of them.
takes your soul, at least it wasn't me.
Do you want me
Can
to
I
poke it?
cast Find Traps?
No. Oh, okay. You can do that too. I mean,
Alright,
Hey.
so find traps.
I would have casted that as well if I needed to, but
So are you going to cast find traps?
Yes.
Okay. What and all does that entail?
is there no trap in this room?
Yes, that's basically what I get.
In what's the range of it?
Well, it's like 30 feet, I think.
Yeah.
Let me. I'll double check. Let me open my book. But it's not any details to help, disarm, or anything. It's just is or is not. This
Is
literally would be binary, on or off.
But I guess my question was, does it only find magic traps, or does it also find
Trap.
mechanical traps?
Is there a trap?
Okay, fair. Yes.
Great.
There is a trap nearby.
Do you want me to
There's
poke it?
Are we poking
The
it?
range is 120 feet.
Good
actually.
lord. Okay. Yeah, there's a trap nearby.
There's a trap nearby. That's freaking suspicious.
It's not the
let's-
dragon.
Not the dragon.
No. It's your little ping for find trap kind of comes from the passageway leading into a separate room.
I don't think it would also be that specific, DM. Just I don't know if you're doing flare or whatnot, but it won't be.
I'm doing it in the sense of it's like how detect magic is, where it's just like
Okay.
ping.
Sure.
That's how I'm gonna take it.
Okie dokie. Okay, yeah. Janva will touch the little dragon.
As
Okay.
Janva
I
is
probably
touching the
You
dragon
just touch it?
right behind
just touch
her, I'm gonna go.
It's gonna just
Boom!
Just look at it. Oh, is Fox trying to scare her?
Yeah. As soon as she touches the dragon, I'm just gonna go boom.
So Fox does that as soon as you touch the dragon.
you just see her just close her eyes and then look at Fox.
What? I thought it was hilarious.
Grayson's still on the floor. Ha!
While they're poking the statue, Fifi's gonna poke every other thing in this room.
Okay.
She's touching
Oh
it
my god,
crazy.
Fifi.
She's touching it all.
Again,
understand.
there is a trap nearby, Fifi.
That's all you know. There is a trap nearby.
Yuliy is gonna grab her and hold her.
Oh, as Yuliy holds Fifi in his big, strong arms.
So what happens when I touch the...
Nothing happens. Are you trying to look at it?
She's
Trying
just
to...
looking at it.
Roll me an investigation.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna kind of close the door
18.
All right, kind of close the door. All right,
and just be on guard.
So that's an
Look out.
18.
18. Okay. As you do, you notice under the paw that's extended, there seems to be kind of a raised groove in the pad. All right, as you do, you rub your thumb over it. You feel it click inward, and there's a moment where the head of the dragon pops open. And
Yeah.
you know, like this
Laser
little
shootout.
like these little alligator toys. It just goes open like that. And inside, you see the handle of what looks to be a dagger. Remove the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And you, looking at this dagger, you see it's very well made. Fox, you kind of get the notion that that's where your magic was coming from, like the detect magic was coming from.
Mhm.
And she holds out this this kind of this dagger that was it's kind of stiletto in shape, but with like a bit of a wave to the blade.
As she's looking at it, I'm gonna look at her. You're welcome.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna turn towards Yuliy. I did absolutely nothing, so
Well, just kind
Okay.
All right, so you will find you'll find a way to kind of sheath it onto your belt.
of dagger. I swear to God.
It's a dagger.
Yeah.
That's what you know. Right. So, as Gala will kind of move to the side and enter into the passageway leading into the other room. She's like,
Okey
it's through here. We need to
Where I got the ping.
Don't knock the lamp over.
Not trying to.
Yeah, more or less. You got the notion that it was coming from that area. Kind of like a feeling of there's something over there.
Yeah, you'll hear. Yeah, John will just be like, yeah, that's where I got the ping. There's a trap in there.
I mean, no doubt Resmir would trap her own sleeping quarters.
Oh, God damn it. Of course it's hers.
Which
You just hear Janva.
as there's like a kind of a bit of a, I'll say, playful smile on Gallus' face as she kind of looks to you, Janva. Better the sleeping quarters than the torture chamber.
Hmm.
I think she was more fond of that space than anywhere else.
She was.
So, entering into the sleeping quarters, there is it's kind of a little bit more cozy in size as compared to Borngray's sleeping quarters. There's a large bed in the center, like a large bed that's kind of in not neatly made. I will say, it's kind of like pillows and blankets just kind of all thrown into one nest in the center. Some of the blankets being kind of torn and worn down from the rough scales of a dragonborn sleeping on top. On either side, facing inward on opposite, like kind of facing opposing each other on either side of the room, are two wardrobes. No! We are not doing that.
One of them
So I was given-
enchanted and cursed.
What?
One of those wardrobes is enchanted and cursed, right?
So there are two wardrobes. There is a standing mirror facing the bed with a kind of a forgot the word for it, but it's like the mannequin that you dress your armor on top of, and on it is actually a set of armor.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go up to the mirror as long as I'm not detecting any magic from it.
Okay.
And I'm going to take it off and gently put it on the bed or the ground or whatever.
So at the moment, the only magic would have been coming from the dagger. Everything else seems to be. Hold on. Actually, hold please. I need to double check if there is magic.
Hold, please.
Armor.
There is magic. Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. So
The
there is
mirror is magic.
there is no magic coming from the mirror. I will say.
Okay. Where is the magic coming from?
Magic is coming from one of the wardrobes.
Oh no.
I'm gonna point to the wardrobe that has magic. That one. That one has some
about it?
fuckery about it.
Fuckery about it.
He points to the one that's on the right side of the room.
And I'm gonna, with my cane / grey club, just poke it.
Nothing happens.
Alright. It's probably
Xavier
still
kinda-
not safe, but I did my
Xavier
part.
approaches it. Do you want me to open it?
Sure. I mean, you might get hit, but
How about we not?
Okay, I can open it. It's
Alright.
fine.
I'm gonna hit it again.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
You just hear the sound of like something rustling and like something not falling over on the inside, like you disturbed the
Just
wardrobe.
being old and in the way.
As Xavier goes to the wardrobe, he will kind of like. There's a moment where like it's like the door kind of sticks for a second on the lock, but then he'll pull it open, and inside is a series of purple robes, just kind of neatly folded on top of each other.
Grayson's like,
along-
ooh!
Nope, those are cult robes, Greyson.
Yeah, those
They're
are
purple. It's my
They're not-
color.
They're not exactly made of silk.
They could be useful.
Yeah, that is true. Useful.
Trust me, Dad, you won't like the thread count.
Ugh.
But that is useful.
So there's like a series of kind of purple robes, like neatly stacked up in one far end, next to it being a spare mantle, kind of like the goldish one that Resmir's known to wear.
I'm sorry, that's my usual.
Several traveling cloaks, and and sitting on top of one of the robes is is a insignia of claws. That being a kind of like a gold jeweled piece that looks like a dragon's claw, kind of curling around, like a small nest of jewels, like purple jewels. And you know that that's usually something that anybody of high rank usually has on them.
Mm-hmm. Could be useful. She'll look over to Fox. It's like, is your magic going off at all?
What's it pinking, I guess?
It's pinging towards the insignia of claws.
That is a give me a second as I close my eye. Take an action to identify the school of magic.
Also enchantment.
It's also, wait for it, pause for dramatic tension. Enchanted.
As he says pause for dramatic tension out loud.
It is enchanted.
Gala, what is that?
That's usually an item that's found on high-ranking members.
Wait.
It's usually it's used as more of a badge of identification, if anything. But sometimes some of them are enchanted with various properties to them.
It also could
I'm
be
sure that-
tracked.
Exactly. That was my thought too.
If you'd like, I could spend some time with it and see if it's trapped, as that way there's no real loss to any of your numbers in case it is.
Do exactly that.
I'm looking at the armor. Like, what is that armor?
You're just also looking at that?
The armor.
I'm kind of looking at the armor for Janva, kind of. Tell you the truth.
The armor, I will say, is going to be a bit too big for you, Janva. It's more fitted for somebody a little bit more broad in the chest. It is a suit of scale mail, though.
I'm gonna look at my non-backpack, non-pocket, nothing really to carry much other than the small pouches I have. Yeah. Someone should pocket that. Sell it.
Okay.
It
In
looks
their
like it would.
Pocket.
I will say it looks like it'll fit somebody who's more of either between either Yuliy, Birdurai, or Xavier. It would fit either of them.
Yeah, scale mail is medium. Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jumbo would look over to Xavier. It's like, would you feel better, like, having at least some sort of armor on you?
I'm all right. As he's standing
She's
there,
doing
he's
that-
literally standing there in rags. But I'm
You
fine.
just see that stern mother look. Yeah, just
Don't give him that. Don't give him that look. It doesn't work.
Yeah,
Boy,
or just being look.
wear this.
Yeah, it's like it gives you some protection.
Boy, wear this.
I'm not a boy.
Boy.
I'm 22 years old. I'm technically a man.
Man,
Nobody.
wear this.
I mean, if nobody else wants it, I'll wear it then.
You have rags on. I think it's better if you wear this, boy.
Jumbo's just looking at the dragon claw, and it's just like, that thing can stay here. As far as I'm concerned.
All right, if you don't, as Gala kind of looks it over, it's like, if you don't want it, then I'll hold on to it. So.
I
I'm
also
gonna,
think it'd be extremely funny and insulting to the cult if we keep it and sell it for a lot of money and watch as their treasure gets dispersed amongst the Commonwealth.
Exceptionally funny, I would say.
You know what? That seems like a good idea. Oh,
Either
What
that-
are the stones in it? Can Greyson tell where they came from? The gemstones in it?
From Jared.
no, from Kay.
Stop it. Roll me a. What do you roll for that?
I mean, I can give you the technical, but I also don't want to hinder our
No, it's
party.
not good. Please give me the technical.
Technically, you need smithing tools to decipher gems.
Grayson has a.
Or
I think Grayson has a jeweler's kit, if I recall.
there you
I
go.
do. Yeah, he does.
Oh, I have smith tools. Hey.
Sorry,
That's
not
what-
smithing
that's
tools.
what-
I don't know why I
that's
said
what-
smithing tools. Jeweler's kit.
Oh, you're good.
That's
you're good.
why. That's what him and Fifi used to
Yeah,
price out those
Yeah.
gemstones that one
Yep.
time.
yeah. So
They bedazzle stuff.
okay, so if you want to roll with your jeweler's kit, you can determine that.
I also have a question. I'm gonna
Yes.
basically kind of look at. So is Xavier currently putting on the armor now? Finally.
He kind of If nobody else was taking the armor, he will put it on.
I'm gonna
John,
look at him and it's like, do you happen to know where happened to your sword? Well,
Sword. Oh, it's and there's like a moment where he just kind of like closes his eyes to focus, and in kind of like a flash of green magic, it appears in his hand. It's enchanted. It's a thing I can do.
I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder. That's so good, Paul. I'm
like,
jealous. I'm gonna go like this so my sword will like.
I'm sure if you've trained a little in the arcane arts, you might be able to do that too, along with a few other things. That's what I learned.
Janva would look over to Gala. It's like, okay, where do we need to go from here?
And she will and she will kind of start to feel around on the stone on the walls until she will find one that kind of has a little bit of a chip in it, and she will push onto it as it kind of divots into the wall, and you hear the sound like a mechanical sound of gears and stone grinding as the bed kind of moves to the side, and there is a small passage leading down on a narrow set of staircase.
Okay.
So, Grayson, what did you roll on your?
Jeweler's kit.
Yes, that's the word.
18.
18. They are not. These jewels, I would say, are not of the Tataric cut. I would say.
So they're low quality. Got it.
They're cheap.
Yeah.
Cubic zirconia.
These seem to, from what you can gather, they seem to maybe have been made a little bit before your mother decided to endorse them.
Hmm. Okay. Well, this is garbage, and he just hands it back to Gala.
All right. And she will just pocket it as well. She's like, so if we continue down, it'll lead us to the lower levels.
Are you sure you want to take that?
Take what?
The whatever that was.
It's a crest of great importance, I would say. I'm sure, like you said, it would go for some price.
How do we know it's not being tracked, though?
I don't think we would. No, unless... I'm not sure.
Do you want to take that risk?
She'll kind of look at it a moment.
We have money. We have so much money.
I don't have.
You're really confusing me about whether or not to include me in this familial fold, and I don't know how to feel about it. She'll just kind of take the insignia and set it back on the wardrobe.
I'm just telling you a fact.
You have money.
Janva just poking her head back over. Yeah, it's like, y'all can bitch and moan and, family squabble later.
I'm gonna look at Gala and say, what do you think? Should we take it and sell it, or leave it here in case it's tracked?
Oh hell no.
If I would say that that the dragon statue is worth more than that, but
I'm not gonna carry a dragon statue. Wait, how tall is the dragon statue?
like it's like about that big.
Oh, I thought it was like a statue.
No, Janva was able to pick it up and manipulate it around, so it's about like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing's made out of pure onyx. Probably worth more than gesture to that thing right there.
I mean, you'd be correct, but I don't know who would want to drag that around. So, if we're gonna leave it, I say, I'd rather not risk being tracked.
Well, I have a bag of holding. Maybe we can put the dragon onyx statue there and sell that.
It's gonna weigh quite a bit. It's made of pure onyx.
Yeah, how much does that weigh?
Oh god, I would say probably like 25 pounds.
Bag of holding.
In the bag of holding.
In the bag of holding. Just you kind of pick it up and you just kind of into the bag of holding it goes.
There he goes.
As Bro kind of sticks his nose in, where does it go?
I don't know. Look.
One day I will.
He just goes back to my head.
Just whoop back in. One day I will find out where it goes. Well,
Don't go inside, Paul. I do not suggest.
I hear a dwarf yelling in the distance. That's a stupid idea.
I'm gonna look towards Gala and be like, are we ever gonna go outside? My friend is out there. Then wherever I go, he needs to go.
I'm looking, oh yeah, we need to go to Spud. Wait, that's his name?
Yes, that's his name.
No, that's Birdurai. He's talking.
My god. If you'd like, we can scout out the lower levels, make sure everything is safe, and I may be able to get you back to your friend.
I can get back to him. That's fine. I don't need assistance.
I mean, I have spells for that, but alright.
I'm shaking my head oh, okay, spells. Yeah, we're good.
Alright, shall we then?
Yes.
Okay. As if nobody else is hanging around to do anything, she will lead you all down the steps. As she will look to you, Greyson, just do be careful. It's quite steep.
What is that supposed to mean?
You're Janva just even looking back. It's like,
I may not know much about you, but in the time that I've witnessed Mother scrying you,
don't trip.
You have a habit of having weak knees.
I have the habit of walking like a newborn baby.
First of all, it is weak ankles, and that is why I have to tie.
They don't seem to be doing a very good job.
Oh, they do a good job at other things, though.
Seven just in the back, Dad.
This is what I was talking about.
Dad, no.
I'm just saying.
Nobody needs to know that. Gala just kind of looks at you completely unimpressed, Greyson.
This is between you and your husband.
That's all right. Just looking to Xavier. Just make sure to catch him if he falls. It's a very long one. And if anything, his ego might make him a little top heavy.
Janva.
I guess. Well, I did carry him last time. I guess that's. I don't want to.
You're like a very strong bird.
I'm gonna
Yes.
look towards the lizard folk that are still like assuming following us the whole time.
Which they'll be looking to you, kind of like.
As
So-
we're gonna in Draconic because that's the only language we can't speak. So half the party understands. Do you think that you can overpower the bullywogs?
Numbers are a little small, but
Alright.
if you need us to help, we can.
Just don't know where I'm going, so I don't know where to bring Spud.
Like we can retrieve Spud and find a way to you. We know the way.
I'm not gonna say anything. Keep walking.
Okay. So, the lizard folk then will kind of hang back and watch you guys descend down the stairs. It'll take you about a good, I would say, 10 to 15 minutes of just walking downstairs as they just seem to spiral endlessly. And it's dark and growing damper and just various. Every now and then you'll see a sconce that's kind of lit with an arcane light, and eventually you will enter into. You will hear the sound of water dripping, of just kind of the general ambiance of something dark and cavernous, and for those that have dark vision.
Not me.
That's not.
You. That'd be you. That'd be Xavier. That'd be, I believe, the Tritons.
They need to
Not me.
what?
Not me.
No, you're not rolling anything. I'm just saying for those that have dark vision.
Oh yeah, all majority of us.
Like how?
Okay. So unless you guys are assisting those without,
Janva will start walking to Greyson and then go past him and help assist Gala.
as I'm assuming you're like holding your hand out for her to take the last step.
Yes.
She kind of startles a bit. She's like, "Oh, thank you."
And she's gonna look back at Greyson.
As Greyson
Greyson
can't
can't see.
see.
Grayson can't see anything.
He's gonna just say that to him. So
I'm gonna
Here.
look at the black. Wait a couple of seconds for it to be like really quiet. I can't see. It's really loud. I need a torch.
odd.
So Fox doesn't have dark vision?
No, Tortles don't have dark vision.
Oh my god!
What the hell?
As very loudly you hear Fox's voice echo through the cavern.
I have a torch.
You hear the sound of something splashing in the water, and then silence. As
She's
Birdurai,
gonna
are you?
look over to Fox, and it's like, Fox, really? Really?
How big
so
is
Birdurai, you're getting the torch
the?
out?
How big is
Like,
the path that we're going down?
So the ceilings themselves are 10 feet high.
Okay.
You are in a area that's about 20 feet around.
Okay.
A ceiling? Oh.
Yes, there's a ceiling. So you're the entrance area being about 20 feet around. For those with dark vision, you see 3 pathways branching out from where you stand. One to the One to the left, one to the right, and then one straight down the middle. The one down the middle, you see there is like a lot of standing water that just kind of leads into it.
Hey, for those that don't want to get their feet wet or walk through the water, just in case, Janva has water walk.
Oh, I prefer the water.
The most you hear are the faint sounds of dripping water, scratching of rodents, scrabbling of something in the dark.
How much further are we gonna go down?
As Gala kind of looks around, not unable to see unless Birdurai lit the torch.
I might actually, I'm gonna say, because I might just change form into something I can see.
Yeah, I can see.
I can make a lantern, you know.
Yeah, but then we can alert everything else down here, which apparently Fox may have already done.
So there's a good
Let's
chance
light the torch.
lantern. So is someone going to be useful in prepare a light?
I can.
As Birdurai lights a torch, and
Yeah.
so,
All right, there you go.
so everybody who needs to see can now see the general area.
When
As I described.
Birdurai is about to do that, can I listen in to see if anything moves or it's startled or anything from just the admission of light?
Perception.
Where are you? Oh. 14.
The
My
most
highest
weird,
number today, a 7.
last thing you heard was the splashing of something in water. And it's not like walking through a puddle kind of splash, but like something dipping into a body of water.
I'm going to cast, as the torch gets lit up, my cantrip to from my jug of water to have like the water just swimming by and then just make water go in and out. So make no noise, but just have that illusion out there. Well, it's not an illusion, it's actual water, but I'm shaping it to mimic something going in and out of water.
Alright, so Fox does that in front of all of you.
How deep is the water?
So the water that's currently in front of you, it's just standing water, so it's basically a like an oversized puddle. But there are 3 pathways in front of you. One that leads off to the right, one to the left, and then the one down the middle. That's basically the puddle leading into another part of the cavern.
Then where are we supposed to go, Paul?
It's as Gala kind of like looks around. I believe we can either go to the right or to the left. Either way, it's going to take you to the same location. I do know that if we do go to the left, we need to be mindful of the water.
What about the right, Paul?
There won't be any water, and well, now that I think about it, she'll look to Greyson. You'll be useful. Left might be your best choice. Or excuse me, right, whichever. Right's the better choice, is what she'll say. Left is where the water is.
I'm gonna look towards her.
What's the
Why
next
would he
one?
be useful?
Sorry, Fox, one more time?
I'm gonna look towards Galamek. Why would he be useful?
He can be annoying with his teleporting.
Do you expect you will encounter anything hostile here? You lip smells, but I didn't hear anything.
She will say yes. There is a good chance that we might run into some bullywugs down here. Farblex likes to venerate to his god
I'm gonna
in one of these chambers.
step forward Alright, I guess I'll scout ahead. And like inch my way towards the right tunnel, inch by inch. And as I'm doing so, you're gonna notice that a stinger is going to appear from where my tail was as my body's being reshaped into an exoskeleton of a giant scorpion who has blind sight of 60 feet.
Very nice.
And I can
Alright,
be
you're going
in
down
this
the
shape
right
for 3 hours. Wait, what?
So you're going down the right side?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
one that has no water. Yep.
All right. So going down that way, it's a very straight, narrow pathway. So like it's kind of like a straight, narrow pathway by like maybe like 10 feet, as you eventually find yourself in front of a wall that extends up about 15 feet in front of you.
Okay. So I keep going forward, and there's a wall 15 feet in front of me. Is that correct?
Yeah. So there is just from what you see with your blind sense, I'm gonna say you eventually just come to a wall right in front of you, like a solid wall.
I'm gonna, with my pincers, grab a stone and toss it at the wall.
The stone bounces back at you.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I will say.
Yes.
Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. As you walk towards the wall, and as you are standing in front of the wall, where your feet, I will say, where you were walking, you notice that it's a different texture than the stone around you.
Okay. Oh, just so you are aware, DM, because blind sense is a little fuckery. So I don't have any visual cues. Technically, I cannot see, but I sense any vibration, any scent. My hearing's acute, echolocation, any movements I also see. So anything that's invisible, if it touches the floor or moves, I'll be able to sense it. Darkness is completely irrelevant to anything. I usually don't need to make spot or listen checks, but that's up to the DM and how they want to interpret it.
When you would walk forward and stand right in front of the wall, you would notice that it goes from stone to like a wooden slat that you're standing on.
Okay. I'm gonna.
As there are chains on either side, kind of like swaying a bit as you step onto them, and you hear the sound of metal on metal.
I'm gonna use my stinger to kind of like open it up and have my pincers ready, just in case anything
right.
like.
It's you lift it, but it's just a flat wooden slat just on the ground. It's there. It doesn't lead anywhere. It's just solid stone underneath it.
I am so
basically,
confused as a spider.
So basically, what I'm describing is
No, you're good. I just don't know what to do.
No, it's fine. Basically, it is a wooden flat on the ground that has chains attached to either corner, and the chains go straight up.
Oh.
It's a lift.
Pulley system or something. But I can't see.
Essentially, that's your current situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
would
there's...
everyone be following after? Oh my god.
Yeah.
So no.
Janva would, since she can then she has not blind sight. Everybody's talking about blind sight, but yeah, superior.
Yeah, superior. Yeah. Okay. So if anyone's following after Fox, Fox, you will sense John was behind you.
I'm gonna noticing that this is friendly. I'm gonna like motion my stinger towards the chain and point up.
So Janva, you will see basically a pulley system, a wooden flat on the ground with some chains connecting the corners, and the chain going straight up to the ceiling. You will see a kind of like the spoke at the top where the chain goes through, and then the chain going down to to a ledge that is 15 feet up off the ground.
Okay, that's what she was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, no one followed along.
Was Janva the only one that followed Fox along, or?
Gray followed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Grace struts his way in.
Yeah, Janva just
Saunters.
explaining everything that you just mentioned. It's like there's area 15 feet up.
It's Gallo. It's like, this is usually the place where they drop off the shipments, the cargo, and they lift it up and take it to the teleportation room. There should be a lever on the other side.
Hey Greyson, you want to be annoying and do that teleport thing?
Oh, now it's my turn to be helpful.
Our enemies up there. Boom.
I'm gonna
I sure
claw
hope
to the
so.
ground. Yes. And then misspell be helpful. So what are we doing?
Like I can fly up there.
If you
Yeah.
if you wish.
I can't see in the
There's-
dark, so I'm gonna need the torch.
Oh, Gray can
Yeah.
actually he can put on his mask and have dark vision and just teleport up there.
Yeah.
Xavier just kind of raises his hand in the back. If you need help, I can do something.
Janva just looking back over to Xavier.
I can. I guess I can go up there and I can see in the dark.
Okay.
Oh my god, we are wasting time.
I'm
Zoop.
so sorry.
He's gone. He's gone. He's already. Yeah.
And Greyson is gone with the zoop.
He's an impatient asshole.
Yes.
As Greyson, you teleport to the top. All right, and you said you're putting your mask on?
Yeah, he has the mask on, so you can see.
Okay. You do that, and so you will see kind of against the wall is the lever system as Gala described, and kind of connecting the chain to the ceiling and then down to the lift below. As Xavier will kind of teleport up next to you. It's like, so
Great.
Sorry, what do we do now?
Levers.
Okay, so I guess we lever it.
I'm a man of magic. I don't understand how mechanics work.
I'll just so I will go ahead and he will take the lever and he'll do his disgusting strength check. What I thought. Okay. That dirty 20. As he goes to pull the lever, kind of grasping at the thing, springs, whatever the hell it's called. There's a moment where you kind of hear the grind of the metal as it's kind of rusted a bit from the humidity, as there's a fog that's been kind of slowly rolling in around you.
Yeah.
You pulled it, and if everybody is everybody on the thing?
I am.
Okay, I know Fox
Yep.
is.
I'm also very large, like as in category SARS large.
Okay, so Xavier will start to he kind of strains a bit with it. There's a moment where it might be causing him a little bit of pain doing this, but he will continue with the lever as Fox. You feel it rise up beneath you and it carries you up till it reaches a stop at the ledge.
I'm gonna move into the room and I guess search whatever's nearby.
All right, so yeah, currently it's a long corridor that's kind of going down for a long while.
Okay. I'm gonna move in, like, I guess, 20 to 30 feet. So I can still sense everybody, but have my senses out in front of me. Just in case anybody comes in.
And how far does your blind
60 feet. That's why I don't want to go too far.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
So yeah, I guess I'll be kind of in the middle, so I can sense 30 feet in front and then 30 feet back to the people.
As Zevi will reset the lever, the flat will return down to the ground and wait for, excuse me, everyone else. The cat almost knocks over my dice tray.
And if you've ever seen a scorpion like huddle downward, that's what I'm gonna do. Like my pincers are gonna come in, my tail's gonna go inside, and I'm just gonna lower myself to the ground to be as unnoticeable as possible. Even though I have fuck for stealth, I'm not really trying to hide.
As stealth. All right, so everybody else is getting on the lift.
Yes.
Then, okay. Zevi will
13.
reset the lift, bring it back up again, and then you're all going to be on top on the ledge. All right. So, continuing down, as once everybody has reunited, what'd you get on your stealth, my dude?
13.
Okay, that's good enough. Anybody who doesn't have a 13 for passive perception will be fooled. So, continuing down the corridor, you will see that there's a point where I will say, Fox, you will start to a good 40 feet in, you will start to sense footsteps.
In front of me.
Kind of walking around. Not in front of you, no. Kind of off diagonally, I will say.
I'm gonna stop for
you get the
a bit.
sense of something moving in the distance.
Okay, I'm gonna stop for a bit and raise my pincer, and then point in the direction where I see the things, and then try to huddle down a little bit and skitty away forward.
Okay. Just quick.
I like how my scorpion form has more HP than I do. It's so sad how much I rolled in the past couple of levels.
Okay. So Fox stops a moment, he raises his pincer, and then he points it in a direction. That is what you...
And Janva see.
Okay, so looking up ahead, you will see roll me a perception, because now as you go further in, the fog is starting to get a lot heavier.
So that's 16 plus 5, 21.
21, okay. So kind of peering through the fog, it's a little difficult, but you manage to kind of concentrating on what's ahead of you. You see that the pathway starts to branch off, as there is a path that veers off to the left side, and then you have your path that's going straight ahead. As Gala kind of continues to kind of guide you straight ahead, as she can't see that very well, but she seems to remember the direction that she's supposed to go. As if no one is specifically assisting her, she will stick by you, Janva. Kind of you like having her hand on to use as.
Okay.
I know I'm a lot more sure-footed than my brother, but I would prefer to fall.
That's fine, I can help you.
I appreciate it. Oh my god, why? You absolute.
That was definitely the tale of, excuse me, I was coming through here.
This is my space, thank you very much. Why? So anyway. Continuing on ahead. Let me get your map.
Yay.
Oh my god. Cat. tell me I have it. I do have it. Okay, good.
You took the most inopportune time to still want to bet.
He really does. He's an asshole.
Excuse me.
While the map is being set up.
Yeah, well, the map is
a
being set
reminder,
up.
you know that follow button over there. If you're not following it, just follow us. We have a YouTube channel as well, same name, and merch. We got merch.
Okay. So, approaching the room. Yeah, let me get y'all over there.
Yeah.
Make it without actually putting you on a map I don't want you on. There it is. Okay.
Yay. Look at this beautiful map.
Let me get you guys on the map.
On the map.
On the map. On the map. Let's see. Make sure I have you all in the right layer. Yes, really.
Check, bro.
Layer check, bro. Always check your layers.
No,
Boy. And
I'm
other
where you wanted to be.
one. And that boy. Make you big so that you can be a giant scorpion.
Thank you.
Whoop.
Janva. Boop. And where the hell are you? There you are. Nope, don't stand on Yuliy.
So he's
Not yet.
Wait, what if he likes it though?
I'll let Yuliy decide that. Ah, fuck you. Fuck asshole. Okay, roll 20. Please work with me. Let me do things, please.
Let me play.
It doesn't like letting me manipulate miniatures, and that's annoying. Okay, you're just gonna... Nope.
Already?
Okay. Okay, please come back. No, okay, I'm just gonna delete you.
Oh, he
Oh.
gone.
Alright,
Oh.
there he is. He's over here now.
Oh, my boy.
Okay, we're just gonna be annoying as heck. Oh my god. Roll 20, no. Please stop it.
Please, not like this. Roll 20. Not like this.
So you enter the room. Get to my thing.
your thing.
My thing! I'm like, where's the fucking room? There it is. So,
Lord.
You enter and there's just a heavy mist that covers the entire room. As you... It's very... Well, Phil, for Fox, this doesn't bother him. Fox, you don't sense much of anything in the room. As you enter, you just get a sense that it is very cavernous, very spacious. It's a lot drier in climate than the rest of the room. It's also a bit colder. It's kind of cold in the sense of it feels like it's about to snow. But which is odd considering it's the middle of summer at the moment and you're in the middle of a very humid, hot swamp. But inside this room, it feels like it's about to snow.
Do you see something gigantically large and white as well?
You do not.
Mm-hmm.
So for everyone else, in the center of the room, you can kind of sort of make out the... actually, everybody roll me a perception check.
Is my torch still up?
If you still have it up, then I'd say yes.
Yeah, okay.
20, 21, 22,
Okay, I don't care. That torch didn't help at all.
Torch isn't doing nothing
7.
for you, bud. 7?
I have a nat 1
What'd you get? 18 for Yuliy.
plus 1.
For those
Brown bear, what do you see?
And-
I'm just
Yuliy
gonna
on
say
18.
collectively for those who rolled below a 10, I'm just gonna say you don't see shit.
Yeah.
This fog is so thick you can cut it with a knife.
It really is, yes. Did you roll for a perception?
What?
Can you roll a perception check?
I already did. It was 14.
14, okay, alright. So, Greyson, Fox, what did you get?
23.
Oh, excuse me, blind sense. Sorry, this
Yeah.
is a visual thing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, yeah. If it's visual, I don't see it. I sense the movement, but I don't see it.
Alright. There is no movement, I will say.
Doper.
Oh god, we lost a Fifi.
No, I can't see her. Where did she
Oh,
go?
I'm here, but like I'm not.
Disappeared. She's here.
If you stand perfectly still, I can't see you.
Oh god.
Yes.
I'm like a hooker.
Rex.
Wow.
So, you, for those that don't have blind sense and that are using visual cues, I will say, Greyson and Janva, you see, a raised platform in the middle of the room, just beneath all of that fog, like a perfectly cut circle. Other than that, it's a vastly empty room with just a few columns, like from the entrance to the back. There's no other means of entrance. Janva, I will say that for your 24, not only do you see the raised platform, but you see something sitting in the middle of the platform.
God freaking damn it.
I would say see is a very loose term. It's more so you notice how the fog seems to part around something that's not there as it sits on the platform. As you can't quite see it, but there's something that seems to be sitting as the fog parts around it. Janva will whisper to the rest of the group of what she saw.
Can Gray do an Arcana check?
Sure. You may.
I don't like it.
I'm gonna move up to here. But I don't have control over my miniature.
Whoop, whoop, nope.
You get all control of your minis. I mean, we're coming up on time, but
You're all good.
it's all good.
He got a 16 plus 6.
16 plus 6?
Yeah.
You want to add another 6 on that?
Let me see. Hold on.
Alright, okay. So, for your Arcana, I will say that you sense this room is imbued with magic, with a very ancient magic. And,
Oh my god. That is as far as I can see.
Okay.
Oh my god. Sensing. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I put 60 foot. That seems way too big. Yeah, 60 foot.
Yeah. So,
I'll take it off because it's so blinding.
no, that's a very oof. Alright, so yeah, Greyson, you sense a very ancient magic kind of imbued within this room, mostly circulating around this platform.
He's gonna go up to it.
Okay. Do you walk up to the platform, Fox?
Yes.
I walk 15 feet. If Greyson is walking, I'm gonna try to be like 10 feet or so in front of him.
So, Greyson, you're walking all the way up to it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm very, very, like, nervous, but
And
she'll still help.
Fox, you should be able to move your
Yeah.
around.
Bah. 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 If I'm allowed to move that far, I don't know what else is happening in between.
One moment, sorry. Let me get this squared away. Okay. Alright,
Is it
yep,
like
no, you're good where you are.
Is it like
Fox,
completely dark in here?
It is, yes, it is dark in there.
Okay, so how far is the torch? Like 30 feet?
I want to see if I can sense my friends. Okay, I can sense most of them. Oh, that's good.
Right.
Torchlight, I believe. I forgot how far that goes.
I'll move 5 feet back just so I can sense everybody.
Jesus, off the top of your head, how far does Torchlight reach?
40 feet.
There you go.
40.
Thank you.
20 of it is bright, 20 of it is low light.
Yep.
So if you have dark vision, you can see the full 40. If you do not, I believe you can only see the 20. But I can look that up.
Greyson, as you approach the center platform and as you step into it, there's like a little bit of a series of steps that lead up to it, and you traipse up it easy enough. Fox, as Greyson starts to approach and you are like skittering your feet to keep up, you sense something within the platform stand up.
I'm gonna also rise and let my stinger go up.
Okay. A shimmer of Greyson, visually for you, there's kind of a shimmer of magic as it falls away, and you will see. Hopefully, I can get him on the map, unless Rule 20 decides to be mean to me. Yeah, there you go. A bullywug appear as he seems to be wearing kind of a set of ratty robes. He has what seems to be a fish head, like an actual fish head that had been roughly chopped and affixed to his head like a little bishop's crown.
I know what they're doing.
As he sits there, as he stands up with his staff, looking at you. So you're the ones that killed Born Grey.
I'm gonna step forward. And I'm going to speak to it.
Looks at you. Like, he looks at the giant scorpion. You're much bigger than him. He's just a bullywug. But he kind of looks a bit amused at you.
I'm gonna ready an action if it does anything that I perceive threatening towards any of my friends. How far am I? What is my... I am 5 feet away. Okay, cool. I will full out attack it.
Threatening?
If it does anything threatening to me or my friends, I will full out attack it. But other than that, I'm gonna just remain there and be comedic relief.
Okay. And yeah, the bullywug looks to you and then looks to you, Greyson, as he looks up and he sees you because you are wearing the mask.
Yeah, he has it up on his head.
Yeah. Oh. So that's why there was a big fuss upstairs. Missing a few of my bullywugs. Okay. I'd like to have that, please.
Oh. Do we hear
No.
talking now?
talking, you will for Janva, you can see this. For those with dark vision, if you reach that range, you can see this as well. So Janva, you see this bullywug standing in the center, kind of sizing up Greyson.
Janva's gonna move here. Let me. Janva.
Yeah, because if I hear that, I'm actually gonna talk to John Voss. Like, do you see anything?
Yeah, she'll say that there's a bullywug up ahead that they're speaking to. She's gonna move to here.
Do they need help?
No.
If you do, Gala is gonna kind of hand on your shoulder and kind of squeeze it slightly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What does he look like?
Kind of fish on his head and
Go near him.
yeah, you just hear is this the one? The one that rolls over all the other bullywugs here?
Yes, that is the one. He's Greyson and the turtle that's now a scorpion. They need to get back right now.
Nope. Not gonna happen. Can't.
As Greyson, he basically looks at you and says, "You're gonna give me that."
I'm gonna step right in front of Greyson.
Janva's gonna kind of
Boop. Squares limitations of Roll20.
over to Greyson and
Whatever.
just kind of wave her hand, just want him to.
I don't want to block your face, but I am currently in front of you. I'm right there.
Okay, so Fox is currently in front of Greyson. Okay, Greyson, I don't think you can see Janva waving at you since your attention is on the bullywug.
I'm gonna move forward actually to provide backup. Right there.
Also, as I'm walking in front, I'm gonna kind of look towards Greyson and then with my claws, point at my head.
Yeah, he'll do detect thoughts.
And I'm going to be screaming in my head, this thing is not a bullywug, it's bigger, it's bigger, it's bigger.
Oh, true. Well, would she have been able to see the scorpion kind of pointing at its head and stuff like that?
Roll me a perception. That's a
Ethan,
very,
Yuliy are
very
moving up.
distinct. Say what?
We're gonna move up a little bit too.
Alright. Seppia's just hanging in the
17?
She's like, please don't go forward. Everybody walks forward. God damn it.
Guys, oh god.
That's a
Oh,
17.
fuck.
Then
Yes?
17.
17, you will see that, okay.
Okay. Then she'll even
Ro
think
is
it.
by your
Back
side.
up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
As the bullywug looks to you, Greyson, and when he smiles, there's just these rows of jagged teeth in his mouth.
Great.
I'm gonna make myself very clear for you, human. Give it to me right now. I'll let you do what you want. Leave with your friends and family alive. If you say no to me, then I will off your course.
Janva's just gonna look over at Gala and then look back.
You have 3 seconds to answer me. I'm a very impatient frog.
I'm going to full out swing at it as I'm trying to get my tail to move behind Greyson.
Janva's making an action too.
Okay. Box, what were you doing?
I'm full out attacking it.
Okay, roll me to attack.
Okay. That is 2 pincers, 1 stinger. I believe that I cannot grapple it because I don't think that it's the correct size that it actually is. But we'll see if I even hit because scorpions don't have the highest to hit. Okay, let's see. First one is a 17. The 17 hit? The okay.
Yes.
Okay, does 14 hit? No, sorry, 15. 15, apologies.
No.
And then a 18.
Yes.
Okay, so first pincer, it needs to make a acrobatics or athletics its choice as a grapple, DC 12. I'm sure they're gonna pass. Oh, that's shit low. Okay.
That's a 21 to pass.
Yeah, of course it. Yeah, I. All right, it takes 4 points of bludgeoning damage from my pincer, and my stinger hit. So it takes 10 points of poison damage. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw of guess what? 12.
So you said 4 points and how much?
And then 10 points.
And then 10 points, so 14. Okay.
If it does, it takes half damage regardless. Okay.
All right. I just wanted to get the
DC is 12. I'm sure it's gonna pass. 9, 10, 17.
Yep.
What, plus like 10 already to its con?
18.
Okay, so I did 17 points of damage. It takes half of that.
17 points damage, so half. Okay.
Yeah, and that is the poison.
Oh, that's just 17 for poison?
It makes a Constitution saving throw of 4d10 of poison. If it passed, they take half. I rolled a total of 17. So it takes half of 17. Which is so low. Because it's 4d10.
What's up? Alright.
4D.
Dokie.
It's like.
So you do that. Janva, you said you were going to cast the Guardian Bolt?
Oh, yeah, level 3, 19 to hit.
19 does hit. And then it's going to make its action.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And then once it does that, I will have everyone roll initiative, and we're probably going to pick it up next time with the start of initiative.
Oh, yeah. Cool, I got a 5.
7 points of radiant damage.
So I'm sorry?
27 points of radiant damage.
Okie dokie. Double check.
She
on
got
that.
like 3 or 4 5s in that.
As I'm yelling in my head towards Greyson, run.
Even John was saying, back up, back up,
So
back
you said
up.
27.
Yes, 27 points of radiant.
Oh crap, that's the wrong way.
I didn't heal him.
72 points, yes, please.
So
Thanks.
here's the thing. I do this thing where I'm doing math on my phone, and sometimes I accidentally work in the negatives, so when I'm subtracting, I accidentally add to it, so I'm being
I
an
notice
idiot.
you always multiply it by half, and I'm like, why don't you just use the division?
Because it's easier for me to multiply by half so I can get the half.
Bro, right now, don't piss off the DM.
It's
True.
Listen, full fucking disclosure, I failed all of my math courses in school. I am doing
Same.
this for me. I suck at math. Math is the worst thing. You will see me counting on my fingers before anything else. So,
Yep.
Anyway,
Yep.
Fox and Greyson to make me a dexterity save.
Cool. Not gonna pass. What's my dex as a scorpion? +0? That's awesome. No, +1. Okay.
Holy balls! Okay, cool. I can't like show you.
Is that a nat
but
20?
It's a
Okay.
It's not a nat 20. It's a 19.
Oh my god,
You
did
got a
Greyson pass?
17.
This might be the one time where it's important that you pass.
Yep. As we're gonna get hit by a fucking breath weapon, I'm sure. I'm shouting things out of my ass. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So nervous. So nervous.
It's gonna go.
Bam, bam, bam.
How many d6s do you need? Tell me, I have all of them out.
One moment, I will count them myself.
Oh, Jesus.
Is it a breath or is it a spell?
It's...
You don't know yet.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey guys. Hey guys.
20 D6.
Hey guys. Hey guys. I'm scared.
I do.
Well,
Hold on.
Well, he did give us a little hint that we're going into a dungeon,
Yeah.
I'll take this.
and this is
Oh my god.
Dungeons and Dragons. That's just my guess.
Sorry. So Greyson, you believe you might. Oh no, you passed. Fox, what did you get?
5.
5. Fox, you did not.
Give me the total.
Okay, I'll give you.
Give
the
me
total.
that shit.
Greyson, you, I believe, are taking half.
Okay.
Yes, you will take half damage. Oh, thank. Yeah,
But the
choose.
But actually,
could
the
take
important thing for Greyson is sure he'll take half, but how clean is his clothes and his boots?
Please, while the DM tries to math.
Yes.
In these troubling times, guys, we have merch down below.
I rolled a lot of 2s. So, Fox, the full damage is 23.
I still retain my shape.
Oh,
23 points of fire damage. Greyson, you are taking half.
Fire! Oh my god, that's not what I thought it was.
What is the thing?
So what is the what?
Is it a breath?
As you, Fox, you took your attacks on it. The first one missing, the other 2 hitting very hard, and you see that it's amused by this. And
Sure.
there's a moment where you feel a charge of magic energy around it, and then the smell of something burning as it kind of focuses its power, and you see a ball of fire form in its webbed fingers as it throws it point blank down.
I was
And
totally
it-
off.
And so it casted a fireball dead center on itself. It's
The reason I was asking and waiting to see what it was is because Grayson's gonna counterspell it.
fireball.
Yeah. He's gonna charge the fireball, throw it, and Grayson's gonna be like, fuck that, and then just wipe it away.
Yeah,
nah, bitch.
I approve.
It is a 3rd level spell,
I
so
approve.
yeah.
Yay! I don't get hit!
So
I
it
approve.
charges the fireball in its hands, and as it throws it down, Greyson, in that split second, you go no, and you just cast it off.
I'm gonna look a little bit disappointed and be like,
However, Greyson counterspells.
Like a flick of the wrist, like he's just bored. We can talk
True.
like
Fireball got bitch.
civilized beings.
I'm gonna
I don't have time for this.
I'll look at both of them and I'll like, in my head, like, oh, I thought it was gonna be bigger.
There's a moment where it looks completely taken by surprise at this, and it just starts laughing. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun to kill all of you. And it starts to change as the bullywug grows bigger and its limbs contorting as it me hold please while I get rid of that.
Dun, 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 dun.
I throw down. Where are you? Where did you go?
Are you doing what I think you're doing?
This
Are you
big
doing
boy.
what I think you're doing?
One moment while I scale them out. Boop. As it grows, it's still frog-like in appearance, but it's a little bit more grotesque as its limbs extend out, kind of spindly. As it's the staff kind of changes with it, as it keeps its tattered robes. And you see this massive frog-looking beast staring down at you now.
How big is it?
It is a large thing. It is a large... It's large size.
Oh,
So it stands very big.
So, a couple games ago and you were like, that's a very specific thing to say. That's a very specific thing.
That's a specific thing. So, I guess we will roll initiative now, and then we will pick up with the fights. Time. As you are encountering a green slot.
At least it's not gray or black.
Right? Be thankful. So,
I totally misread the signs and I was like, oh, white dragon. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It's a little bit smaller.
Yeah, I
It's a little bit
it wasn't a dragon. I thought it was a dragon.
I honestly thought it was gonna be too.
in a game about dragons, really good.
Yes. In the game of Dungeons and Dragons, he thought it was a dragon in a dungeon.
What a fucking noob.
Yeah. As per you,
Greg
she
got an
wanted to write-
18.
Dang,
Proud of my
great.
boy. He is not fucking around.
I pre-rolled already. I got a 5.
Okay, that's fine. I will roll for
15.
the thing. Alright.
Shortbeard said that he thought it was gonna be a black dragon. When he was talking about the eyes around, I was like, oh my god, is it a white dragon? Is that what's down here? Because we already saw the black one flying away. But yeah, black makes sense.
Honest to God. I thought it was a red dragon.
When it was fire, because you were saying that it was cold, so I'm like, oh my god, is there a white dragon under the castle? That's fucking dope. I wasn't expecting that. A total left turn because of the swamps, and then when it's a fire damage, I was betrayed, and then I was even further betrayed.
Wow, it's almost like, trying to keep y'all on your toes.
It's not that easy.
Those tipsies on the toesies.
I am anything but.
Jesus, what are
predictable.
squads?
Don't worry about it.
Don't. I'm not gonna tell you.
Don't read anything.
Fuck. I'm not reading anything.
Alright, I'm gonna write down the initiative order.
Yeah, I'm
Go.
gonna type it down on the roll
Alright,
20.
appreciated. Thank you.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my pen.
Here's a pencil.
No.
You have an apple.
Damn.
I need my pen.
But you have an apple.
I go specifically for pens. I have a specific pen for this journal, and I have to use that pen. I'm sorry. Hello.
I understand how that works. Trust me, I really do.
I have to have the pen.
I understand completely.
And
Right.
the pineapple?
So who got 20 up?
Me, 22.
All right. So Birdurai. Anyone get above a 22? No. All right. 15 up.
15. Oh wait, Greyson got an
Great.
8, right?
Grayson got an 18.
Greyson.
Damn.
Wow.
All right.
Was that mean that he
Very
got a
proud.
20?
Yeah,
What?
he got an at 20.
There we go.
And then he got the negative.
Yeah.
Then the minus
So said
15.
15. Okay.
Yuliy got a 16.
Okay. So Yuliy. I'm so glad Yuliy is moving up on the initiative order. Janva.
Slowly but surely.
All right. And then I will put green slot. And Fifi, what did we get?
A 9.
Oh wow.
Alrighty.
You got Yuliy's number.
Alright,
Flip.
so Fifi. And then I'm gonna put a thing here.
A thing?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
So empty spot. Got
Worried about
Yeah,
it.
put an empty spot.
Great.
it.
There is a white dragon in here.
So it is a black dragon.
Right, and then underneath I will put Gala. And then Xavier at the end.
What about my boy?
Pro.
And then row at the very end.
Yes.
Oh,
Alright, so we have Birdurai, Greyson, Yuliy, Janva, Green Slod,
green
Fifi,
salad.
Green Salad, blank space,
Uh-huh.
Gala, Xavier, and then Ro.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 5 on initiative, so I'm sure I'm at the bottom, but I don't know exactly what.
Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry, Fox. Shit.
Oh, yeah. What did Fox do?
I got a 5.
You got a 5.
So it's Ophelia and then Fifi. I mean, Ophelia and then Fox.
Ophelia and Fifi are 2 different people, apparently.
We're 2 different people.
That's
Ophelia and Fox?
Ophelia's twin. Fifi is Ophelia's twin.
We share the same headspace.
So Ophelia Fox or Ophelia Black Space Fox?
Ophelia Fox.
Okay.
Actually, no,
Okay.
excuse me. Ophelia blank space Fox. Excuse me.
Yeah, she got a 9, so she got higher than me. As I kicked the mic by accident. Apologies.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Okay. All right. So that's our initiative order, and we will pick up that fight in 2 weeks.
Oh my
As you guys
god.
encounter a green slide.
Once, I wanna
And
fight
blank
now.
space.
Hold on.
The deadliest of foes. Blank
Hold on. I
space.
gotta mark him because Janva did the guiding bolt.
Yeah, everybody's got advantage on attacks on him.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what happens when Birdurai has advantage on attacks?
Birdurai gets to try out his new thing.
It's like
Let's
my
see if that works.
Decapitations.
Let's see if this works.
Okay, so thank you guys for watching. This is going to be a really interesting fight. We'll see how everyone
Yes.
does.
I'm
so
so
far,
excited.
so
So excited.
So excited. All right, so this video will be edited and put on our YouTube page at a later date. See you guys next time. Watch Hogwarts Prep on Wednesday nights. And yeah, be kind to each other. Everything sucks right now, but please be kind. Support your friends, your fellow man. Support your local artists and small businesses, please.
Yes.
All right, so good night, guys. See you next time.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.